Hey there. So if you're watching this video, you've probably heard about my plans to create a temple community in Drenthe in the Netherlands. So thanks for being here, first of all, and I'm gonna try and explain some stuff about it. Some of it you may have heard already. Yeah, so I have a huge house that I'm renting. And for years I've had this dream to have and to get to know people and work together at daily routine, eat super healthy. I mean, I could eat so healthy. I just don't have enough time and hands to do that. And I understand how and why in the past there really was this like one person just dedicated to taking care of the family. And times change and we're trying to find different ways of still being very nourishing for ourselves, and at the same time there's stuff to be done in the world, right? So I'm really looking forward to being in a community, using this house to the best of our loving ability. Yeah, so it's a big house. It has a few bedrooms, some big, some small. It has a beautiful, huge, room downstairs in the basement, which is it's been used as a dance studio, and there's a separate room that's also a studio, which I hope will be creating a podcast set there. That'll be fun. um, oh my gosh, so many things that I want to share with you, and I'll try and keep it short and simple. Yeah, and there's no one here else in the room, by the way, so it feels a little weird, but I'm really glad that you're watching, and I'll try and keep it as cutely short as possible. So what I want to ask from you is, if you're interested in coming into this community, coming into this community, I want to ask from you if you would contact me. Like, you could react to this video if it's on YouTube or on Instagram. Let me know how this communicates to you, and in what way you would want to have a community like this, because I really want to step into the feminine power of, oh gosh, this last weekend I made up this word, share leading. Not cheerleading, share leading. I love cheerleading as well. But so I am setting this up knowing that that is what my energy is like. I love to set things up, and then I want to find people that I can work together with, that can take over some of the parts, but all of that jazz is this feminine way of feeling, listening, connecting. I mean, I have a lot of yang energy as well, like the yin and yang energy. So making this video, putting it out there, is a little bit of my yang energy, which I love. But the point is that I want to share lead this. Now, if you've heard of my plans, then you probably already also heard about the eco pilgrimage. If you've not heard about it, I'm just gonna try and say it in a nutshell right now. The eco pilgrimage is a project that is so deep in my heart. I've started it already 3 years ago, and realized that I have some steps to learn, which is finding community, finding people that I want to work with, which could be a process. And I don't want to do it in the old style, sort of figure out a project, write it all down, figure out some systems of how to do it, and then just, slam a lot of work against it, and then there should be a product. We did enter the age of Aquarius, and I feel like there needs to be a lot of form, good ways of structuring, but I really want to do all that together. So what the Eco Pilgrimage is a pilgrimage for nature. And it's a spiritual pilgrimage as well. I believe spirituality is just in everything. And it's my calling. It's the way that I came to this project. It's the way that I function. I am a spiritual being. And the Eco Pilgrimage is a path through the Netherlands. At this point, it's in the Netherlands. And the Netherlands is I think it's the only country that has a line, a geographical line going through it that is, it's in the middle of the economic center of the Netherlands, and it is at sea level, which means that there is an important part of the country is below sea level, and another part of the country is above sea level. Most, if not all, countries have a line at sea level, which is at the sea, and the rest of the country will be above sea level. The Netherlands, a little different, due to how we as humans have worked this land. The Netherlands actually pumps water out of the land every day, not 24 hours a day, maybe some days 24 hours a day, but this is getting a little technical. Basically, a lot is man-made, and walking the Eco Pilgrimage is becoming conscious of what we as humans do to land. Also, we have wonderful things that we can do along the way, that while we're walking, we're learning about nature, we're learning to open our senses and reconnect. And it's a really nice and slow pace. As you know, walking is so much slower than all the other things that we do, like being online and taking cars and bicycles. But in the Netherlands, people love to walk. So, yeah, walking brings you back into the rhythm of your heart. It's really healthy, and along the way you get to eat all this incredible organic produce from permaculture farms, regenerative farms, we hope, as well. I just want to give everyone a feeling of that, along this route, we'll tell you all about the things that we already know how to do brilliantly. We as humans, we're really quite optimized to be this genius for nature. I will be honest and say, of course, we do see the dark side in the world around us. There's no use ignoring that, and it would be dangerous to do so. At the same time, we do actually have a lot of things that we could be doing, and that a lot of people are doing, pioneers in the field of ecosystem restoration. And we are, like, my partner and I started all this. My partner at the moment is going on another project to Costa Rica, which I'll tell you about some other time. But we were really inspired by the ecosystem restoration communities. They have gathered so much knowledge to upscale and do what they call the great work of our time. There are things that we can do to reverse climate change. We can help restore ecosystems. We are really well equipped to do that. It's simple work. And on the eco pilgrimage, as people are walking, we'll just introduce all of this in bite sizes, and it'll be a lot of fun and very educational. I don't feel like there's many very, very wicked people. Like, I don't feel like there's people only wicked in the world. I don't think that 99% of the people are evil. I feel that it's miseducation and human nature takes it from there. Hooray! So, yeah, okay. That's the eco pilgrimage. It's a walk over sea level line through the middle of the Netherlands, and connecting to a goddess called Nehalenia, which is her Latin name. We don't know her original name or names because our ancestors, during the time that the Romans were here in the Netherlands, they had oral traditions. So there are a lot of names that correlate to Nehalenia, like Neeltje from Zeeland. Now, I don't want to make this super long. I know it's already going super long, but here we are. I'm telling you about Nehalenia, and yeah, I once asked, all of the ways in which I saw that spirituality was being practiced in the Netherlands when I first got to know spirituality here in the Netherlands, was not from here. And so as I was asking around, a wonderful woman, she said, well, have you heard of Nehalenia? And she's a goddess from 2,000 years ago. And there is a temple on Kolijnsplaat, which is in Zeeland, in the southwest of the Netherlands. It was a kind of rebuilt Roman little temple. And so I started my pilgrimage walking there. Then that was many years ago. And when the lockdowns happened here in the Netherlands, I asked my partner to reorient ourselves and to really ground ourselves in what do we want now. We feel like the world is changing, and we started walking, started realizing that this is what we wanted to do. We wanted to leave the Netherlands because we want to be closer to nature. So there's where Costa Rica stories will come in later. And we didn't want to just uproot and leave. I really like having roots. I really like having people around that I know that I can work with. And I love working as well. Yeah, I want to contribute something positive. I think everyone watching this video is probably like that along some lines. So we realized that just being outside and then knowing about the ecosystem restoration camps, they were called at the time, the ecosystem restoration communities now, knowing that there is so much we could be doing, and that it starts with becoming conscious of what is. So we created this route. There were so many beautiful synchronicities that have made this pilgrimage route that we're still developing has made it into, it's like pure poetry when I tell you more about it. Yeah, walking over the zero line, ground zero, which kind of is like where we're at, right? So yeah, I could say I'm really investing myself in becoming a good version of me. I do that every day, and having a temple community is, for me, like really like obvious. Like, we are herd animals. we don't really work well just doing everything on our own, and I'm a woman and I really need femininity back, big time. And I have been in women's circles. Thank you, every woman that I have met in a women's circle. You've all been such inspiration to me, and learning that being together as women, it just heals. It's powerful. We are powerful, and we are beings that work together. I feel like sensitivity kind of plays into the femininity as well. So I'm extremely sensitive, and I would like people around me that are sensitive. And so we will figure out how to do this together. And I have a lot of form structures that I have created, thought up, great yoga to do, making our bodies very strong, but it doesn't have to be the only way, and I'm open. So I want to connect to you. I want to know what you think of all these things, what you would be looking for. I want to get to know you, because we are going to do it together. So please, step up and let's go. Let's do it. Thanks for being here. Thanks for listening, and have a blessed day. So much love.